Hello YouTube. Today I have my Casio G-Shock GA-1000. It's an aviator style watch, GA-1000. It's the aviator style watch which has both the digital and the analog. So if we flip it back over we can see, sorry about the lighting, we want to try and get this, this black stealth LCD readout reflecting on the camera. There we go. So the digital readout shows the time as being 5:04 p.m. here, but the problem is that the analog component of this watch is showing it as being 5:25, so it's out by a good 21 minutes compared to the digital. The reason behind this, I guess, is because this watch might have been bumped, or it could have happened in transit. I'm not sure what the reason is behind it, but I know it's not unique to this particular watch, and some of the other G-Shock Casios can be adjusted in a similar way. But the problem is, of course, the analog time is showing different to the digital time, and we want to get those both in sync. So the digital time is what the computer sees, and the analog time is what the watch thinks is that same time. So to adjust these, we're going to use a combination of buttons to access a secret menu. So normally on this watch we have, up the top left is adjust, bottom left is mode, top left is light, and bottom right is search. In this case those buttons are going to look like this. We have adjust and mode as normal, but these two buttons over here will become the forward and back buttons. When we talk about forward and back, we're talking about moving the hands forward in time or moving the hands back in time, and that'll become more apparent as we get into this mode here. So to access the adjustment mode on your Casio watch, you'd normally hold down the adjust button for a couple of seconds. Let's try that now. 1, 2, and there we go. We're in the adjust mode now, and we could go through and we can change things like the time zone, the daylight savings mode, 12-24-hour time, the actual time and date, and so on. So I'm going to back out of that mode now, because that's not the mode we want to be in. We want to be in this secret H set mode. To access that, we'll hold down this adjust button, not for the original 2 seconds, but we're going to go for 5 seconds. It will beep once when it's on the standard adjust mode, and then beep a second time when we've gone and accessed this secret H set mode. So I'll do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So you can see that now it's accessed this H set mode. It went straight past the adjust mode. I kept the button held down for a full 5 seconds, and we've got the H set mode. The aim here is to get these hour and minute hands, along with the second hand, to point straight up at 12, to match 00, which is flashing down here just behind the hands. We can't quite see it. So to do that, we're going to move firstly the seconds hand, and then the hours and minutes hand. So we're going to move forward. It's actually set correctly right now, the seconds hand, but we'll just show this for demonstration purposes. So here we are, moving forward each second. We're going to move back each second. If we go too far, we can move forward again. So once we're on 12 and we're satisfied that that looks like 12 to us, we can press the mode button to move to the next, which is now the hours minutes hand. So these two will be set together, obviously. So what it's doing now is it's running around the clock face, the watch face, until it will reach 0 hours and 0 minutes, or what it thinks is 0 hours and 0 minutes. So the first part was the seconds, and we wanted to reach 00, which we've now done. So it's showing us 9 o'clock, 9:30. Just takes a little bit of time, and at this point you could get a little bit confused if you didn't realize what it's doing. When I first tried to access this mode, I thought we were looking to set it to the time that it actually is here right now, which is incorrect. We want to change it wherever you are to be 0, 0, 0. So you can see that it's ended up, what it thinks is 0 is actually showing as 12:21, and that corresponds nicely with what I thought it was out by, around about 21 minutes. So we're going to move this minute hand to match 12:00. So we're going to go backwards. And if you hold that button down, you can see each press the button is bringing it back about 1/4 of a minute each time. Press, press, press. It's going to take forever that way, so I'm going to hold it down until it starts zooming past. There we go. And when we get to around about where we want to be, we're going to press one of the buttons again to stop it. We've gone a little bit too far, so we're going to move forward again. I'm pressing button by button by button. If we wanted to, we could hold it down till it gets there and press it again, but it's kind of a bit tedious there. So one button at a time till it gets back to right on 12 or 00. So you can see there that those hands match up nicely. If I go too far, you can see they're out of alignment. And again, moving forward, if I go too far, they're out of alignment. So I'm going to go back just a little bit till it's right on the 12. And also, it's a little bit of personal preference. It might mean that, you know, depending on how you view it, that might look like 12, or that might look like 12. But for me, that looks like 12. Actually, I guess it's not preference, is it? So our hands now match exactly what the digital reader is showing as being 0, 0, 0. So once I've set that, I'll press adjust, and that's it. Now the hands will match the digital reader. The analog will match the digital. So we're looking for it to stop at 5:10. So 2:30. Again, this just takes a little moment for it to zip through. And once it has moved through, that actually brings us to the end. So right now it's 4:30, a little bit further to go. 5:10, perfect. So now you can see the hours match perfectly with the digital readout. Analog matches the digital. I hope this has helped you. Just show you the back again one more time. Now I understand this might be similar to a lot of the other Casio G-Shock watches. This is the GA-1000. There's other Casio combo watches with the digital and the analog reader. But I hope this helps you in adjusting your watch. Thank you.